What's up, everybody? It's me, Shelby, back again here to talk about the upcoming election in 2012. Here to discuss the Electoral College map and how things look according to polling. And this is my second time doing this with the Electoral College map. I like to update it, if you will. So this is pretty much like an update. And the reason why another reason why I decided to do this, because I did get a lot of comments about my map. Especially from people who are sounding like they are supporting Mitt Romney. They don't like how the map looks, basically. You know, they leave their crazy comments or whatever. And look, I respect people's comments and views, but I'm a realist. And look, I am an Obama supporter, but I know Barack Obama doesn't have this election locked down. It's not a shoe-in for him. It's not, you know. And I'm not trying to be biased in any way, shape, or form when I make this map. Okay, so that's the thing. I think we all need to understand something. And that's just to be real. Let's cut out the partisan games, the little political bias stuff, and try to make it seem as one person has an advantage over the other. When in reality, they don't have that type of advantage. Okay, so that's the purpose of me doing this. I see a lot of people have the Electoral College maps, and they just try to make it. You know, they want to be in this wishful thinking mode. Okay, you shouldn't be doing that. You know, if you want to make your predictions and be biased, then more power to you. But I'm not one of those type of people. So you're more than welcome to leave your comments. But I'm going to talk about the map, because, like I said, the last time I did this was back in March, and this is June now. So I'm just doing an update to show you how things are according to polls. I'm not here to give my opinion on how things look. I'm just doing this based on polling data. What I mean by this, or by that, is national polls and state and local internal polls. Okay, so they show a candidate having an advantage, and I'm going to talk about that. And Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. Barack Obama has a big-time demographic advantage over Mitt Romney, and it is having an impact on the Electoral College map. And so we all need to be honest about that, and I'm going to discuss that. And after I'm done with my map, I'm going to talk about what a particular candidate can do to try to offset the advantage that the other person has. Okay? So here we go. I'm gonna work my way from west to east. Okay, I'm gonna start with Nevada. Again, Nevada, that's leaning Barack Obama's way. Why? Because, again, demographics. Barack Obama has a big-time demographic advantage over Mitt Romney in Nevada with Latinos. As everybody know, Barack Obama has a big-time advantage with demographic groups: Latinos, African Americans, women, young people. Okay, Barack Obama has 75% of Latino support throughout the country. That's not good, because if Barack Obama has a 90% or 95% support from African Americans and he has 75% support from Latinos, Mitt Romney is in trouble. He's not going to win this election, period. Nevada is case in point. Latinos there are supporting Barack Obama there in a big way, and that is the main reason why Barack Obama's up there, because really, outside of Vegas, Nevada's practically a conservative state. But the Latinos there are keeping Barack Obama afloat there. Even next door to Utah, 75% of Latinos are supporting Barack Obama, yet it's red. So that just goes to show how much demographics can have an effect on things. You know, and Arizona's red. But it's a second example. Arizona's red, but Barack Obama sees openings in Arizona. Why? Because, again, Latinos, African Americans. Okay, but especially Latinos in Arizona, because let's face it, the Latinos have been alienated, you know, by the GOP there, with certain laws that some of the state and local representatives relative to the Republican Party have come up with, you know, alienating Latinos, you know, like the profiling thing, and Governor Jan Brewer signing the law, and it's gotten them in some hot water to the point where Barack Obama could probably flip Arizona, and in the future Arizona may just flip altogether because it is gaining population. Arizona used to have 10 electoral college points is up to 11. Okay, so Arizona in the future may not be solid red anymore. So Barack Obama sees some openings there, but overall, Mitt Romney has been leading there. I don't see Obama winning that state. Mitt Romney's been up for the most part consistently in Arizona. I don't see where Barack Obama will win it, although I just think it's interesting that there's openings for him to exploit there. Mitt Romney has been up a point or two to like 10 points. But overall, he's been up pretty good, like 7 or 8 points. I don't see Mitt Romney losing Arizona at all. Colorado, leading Barack Obama way. Again, demographics, trends. Barack Obama has a big lead amongst Latinos in Colorado. A big lead amongst African Americans in Colorado. Women, young people, college educated. Again, these groups are keeping him up in Colorado consistently. Now, it's a relatively close state. Mitt Romney will compete because there are a lot of conservatives in Colorado. But Colorado's changing because of population. A lot of Latinos are moving there. African Americans are moving there. I just had a friend from Milwaukee. I live in Milwaukee, who moved to Colorado, to Denver. Several friends of mine have moved there. And it just goes to show, again, demographic groups can have an impact on this map. And so Romney's going to campaign in Colorado, so will Barack Obama, but I really don't see Barack Obama losing Colorado because he's been consistently up there, like 6 points at least. There's been polls that show Barack Obama up a point or two. Sometimes Mitt Romney will be up 1 or 2, but overall Barack Obama has been leading Colorado. I don't really see him losing it, and so and this is all based on polls, demographic wise, etc. National polls, state and local polls. Barack Obama has been up in that state of Colorado. Iowa, interesting. This is more closer than Colorado. Barack Obama has been up 3 points, no more than that, based on the polls that I've seen and computed in state and local polls. I think Mitt Romney was up in Iowa maybe once. This was according to the Des Moines Register or whatever that newspaper is called, but that was it. But outside of that, Barack Obama's been up 3 points. And Iowa's interesting because this state propelled Barack Obama to the White House. And I personally believe that Barack Obama's ground game, because it's still very, very strong there, is still intact. That as the months go on leading to the election, I believe that his lead there will grow a little bit as the election gets closer. This is all, Iowa likes Barack Obama, but there's a lot of conservatives there that don't like Barack Obama, and they could totally flip it. But right now, I could leave Iowa gray, but as of right now, since Barack Obama has maintained a steady lead there, I'm gonna give it to him as of right now. But Romney could totally flip it. Romney will he will go to Iowa and campaign there. He's going to do that. He needs to. So because the electoral college advantage, that map advantage that Barack Obama has, Romney has to go to Iowa and campaign there. So and Barack Obama will too. So right now, as of right now, I'll get that to Barack Obama. Wisconsin. I'm from Wisconsin. This is my state, and it is totally leaning Barack Obama's way. I don't even understand why this is a swing state. Barack Obama has been up 5 to 9, 10 points here. Okay, and this to me is totally leaning Barack Obama's way. I believe the reason why people, especially lately, have tried to make it seem as if Wisconsin's not now. It was because of the Scott Walker election. Basically, Scott Walker's a Republican. He is. But what made Wisconsin so interesting in that regards was Scott Walker came in, and his plan was to make Wisconsin a Republican red state, like a red state. That was his intention. So he tried to bust up the unions and things like that, and he tried to create this ideological divide. And he was successful in doing that, but it came at a cost. Half the state is Democrat, half the state is Republican, and Scott Walker, he kind of brought the recall on himself because this could have been avoided easily, but people did see what he was trying to do in terms of creating this, trying to make Wisconsin red. You can't make Wisconsin a Republican state. People, the voters will do that. You get what I'm saying? Scott Walker can't do that. And so, you know, what ended up happening was that Scott Walker has to understand something. I'm surprised he even tried to do it. Wisconsin is a progressive thinking state. It's always been that way. It's sort of like New Hampshire. It is an independent, progressive thinking state where a Republican will support a Democrat and a Democrat will support a Republican. Wisconsin is a liberal-leaning state. It still is, you know. But you know, Scott Walker won the election. He survived the recall, and I think there's lessons to be learned here from him. Definitely, I don't think he'll ever try to do that again. Try to divide the state, because it will cost him down the road. Wisconsin, it is what it is, and he needs to respect Wisconsin for what it is, and I think he will from this point on now. But what was majorly surprising was that people assumed that this is going to be, you know, Wisconsin, in terms of the outcome of the Scott Walker-Tom Berry election, was going to set the stage and had national implications. And really, it didn't. A lot of liberals ended up supporting Scott Walker. They voted for him. 36% of Barack Obama supporters voted for Scott Walker. So CNN was here. Marquette University did a study the exit polling and other polling outlets and whatever. They talked to the people that were Democrat or liberal that were going to support Barack Obama. They voted for Scott Walker. They came out of the exit polling, and they still said they were going to support Barack Obama. So really, this really didn't have no national implications. Barack Obama still maintains his lead here. It didn't affect his lead here whatsoever. And so now you don't see people really talking about it, except maybe amongst conservative outlets like Fox News or conservative bloggers, and etc. But overall, it is not having an impact here. Barack Obama is still winning here. Now, Mitt Romney's going to campaign here for sure. Most definitely, he needs to. Barack Obama's going to campaign here, but Barack Obama still maintains his lead here, ranging from from 5 to 10 points. It has not affected anything. The Scott Walker recall did not affect his numbers whatsoever in a negative sense. It just didn't happen. So you're not going to hear people talk about it. Moving on to New Hampshire. That's leaning Barack Obama's way now. In my previous map, I left it gray because Romney was up, but he wasn't up too much. He wasn't up big. Right now, I'm surprised at New Hampshire because Barack Obama has been gaining a lead there. It's still low right now, but it's been trending his way. Like, his lead is getting a little bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm just totally surprised by New Hampshire because during the primaries, Republican primary, Romney, you know, was beating his peers, Republican peers, and because of that, he was beating Barack Obama. But now that he's the unofficial nominee, because he's not the nominee yet till he gets his delegates, but everybody knows he's the nominee, Barack Obama has reclaimed the lead in New Hampshire, which is really, really interesting. It's perplexing, but he's gaining a lead there. So as of now, I'm going to give that to Barack Obama, but Mitt Romney could win it. You know, he could totally win that state easily. So now Ohio, again, Barack Obama has had a steady lead there. Has not been behind except maybe once or twice. Barack Obama has been up 6-7 points, 4 to 6 points consistently. Sometimes a poll will have Mitt Romney up a point or two, but overall, Barack Obama has maintained a solid lead in Ohio. And so I don't really see him losing that state. He could definitely. It's going to get tight there as the months go on. Ohio will get tight, no doubt. But Barack Obama has maintained the lead there. He has advantages there demographic-wise as well. Latinos, African Americans, women, unions there. And I believe the reason why Ohio is leaning Barack Obama's way because people are upset with the governor there in Ohio and how he's conducted things. The auto industry, the impact of Michigan's situation in Detroit had an impact on Ohio relative to the auto industry. There's a lot of auto industry plants there in Ohio. and Barack Obama did save the auto industry. Whether people want to be in denial of that or not, debate that. I don't see why you would want to debate a fact, but whatever, but it's true, and I think that is the reason why Barack Obama's up in Ohio. Virginia, again, that's leaning Barack Obama's way. He has not been behind it to Mitt Romney, except maybe like 2 or 3 times there, but overall, he's maintained the lead. Now, that lead is not big, so Mitt Romney could win it, definitely. But polls have shown over the months that Barack Obama has maintained a steady lead there. It's been steady, and people cannot deny this. Okay, I don't understand why you would deny that, but it's true. Okay, this is all according to polls. This is not my opinion. I'm just, doing this based on polling. Internal, state and local polls and national polls. Barack Obama has maintained at least between 1 and 3 or 4 point lead there. Okay, but Mitt Romney can win it. Yes, he can. So he can flip it, no doubt about it. Now this leaves me with North Carolina and Florida, and I'm gonna leave these 2 states gray because it's too close. Like right now, North Carolina, for example, had Amendment 1. They defeated Amendment 1. Basically, not supportive of gay rights or whatever you want to call it. Barack Obama supports gay rights, and NC voted against it. A lot of people did. African Americans did. A lot of people just voted against it, but it did not have an impact on Obama's base there. Obama's base is still intact. African Americans in North Carolina still support Barack Obama. Women, the college kids, young people, all of them are still supporting Barack Obama. So NC's interesting. Barack Obama has been up through 2 or 3 points consistently there. Mitt Romney sometimes will go up, but overall Barack Obama has been up about a point or 2 there consistently. So to me, when you only up like a point or 2, I'm not ready to give that to either him or Romney. As the months go on, we'll see how it pans out, because right now, Barack Obama's going to have his convention here, so that totally will help him as the months go on. I would not be surprised if he goes up in North Carolina after his convention and goes up in North Carolina. So that would be interesting, as well as Florida. Florida is back and forth between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. I don't know who will win that state. Personally, I believe it's going to be based on turnout. Whoever can turn out their supporters will win Florida, which is why I think Rick Scott is trying to purge some of the voters, because he knows Florida, he doesn't want to see Florida become Democratic or lean Barack Obama's way, whatever you want to call it. So right now I'm going to leave North Carolina and Florida the way it is. So as you can see, this is how my map looks based on polling. Now, I know what a lot of Mitt Romney supporters are going to be thinking. Okay, they're going to be saying things like, Ohio, Virginia, Colorado is not going to go Barack Obama's way. To me, it's like, even with the Wisconsin thing, or my home state, when they see Skywalker win and thinking it's going to have national implications. See, this is what I mean by a wishful thinking mentality. And the fact of the matter is, Skywalker's victory in Wisconsin did not have any kind of impact on Obama's chances of winning the state whatsoever. Barack Obama still maintains his lead as before. So that's the thing. And we just need to be honest, man. All you got to do is get the polls and crunch those numbers and combine them, and also state and local polls. When you do that, you should have a map that totally look like the one I had before me. It doesn't mean that Barack Obama's going to win. It doesn't. It doesn't mean that Mitt Romney's going to lose. It doesn't mean that Obama's going to lose and Mitt Romney's going to win. Mitt Romney's going to win. This is just how it's looking right now. This is all based on pretty much demographics, and we can't be kidding ourselves. So when people leave comments on my previous map debating this stuff back and forth about, Romney's going to win. No, that's not, Obama sucks and Romney sucks and Obama's this, Romney's that. That's not right. Nevada or Colorado, this is what the polls suggest. This is what it's looking like. And the fact of the matter is, Barack Obama has a big time advantage in demographics. He has 95% of African American support. That's just a fact. Barack Obama has 75% of Latino support right now. He has women supporters. He's leading Mitt Romney back. Now, Mitt Romney, from what I hear, according to the polls, is cutting into the women's lead, but still Barack Obama's up big in the women's vote as well. And Barack Obama's obviously going to get a lot of the gay vote. So really, Mitt Romney only has white men. And to me, you can't, you better start breaking it. Like, here's my advice to Mitt Romney. Okay, if he wants to have an impact on Obama's demographic advantage, and if he can dent into Barack Obama's demographic advantage, then he can affect the Electoral College map as well. Okay, Mitt Romney pretty much knows, and the Republican Party pretty much knows that they know that Mitt Romney has a tough climb. They know this. I mean, in public, they may not want to admit this, but they know deep down Mitt Romney has a major problem. So they should try to at least dent that Latino support. Dent it, and dent it soon. Okay? And because the African American vote, African Americans always vote 95% Democrat. And I hate when people say African Americans are only voting for Barack Obama because he's black. That is absolutely not true. I'm African American, and I did not vote for Barack Obama because he was black. And that's the thing. Black people tend to vote Democrat. Bill Clinton got 90% of the black vote. John Kerry got 90% of the black vote. Jimmy Carter, LBJ, Kennedy, all these people got 90% of the black vote, and they're white. So don't give me that Barack Obama, black people voted for Barack Obama nonsense, because that is ridiculous. Okay, and so Herman Cain is a black Republican, and I'm not even knocking that. More power to him. But he didn't get black support, none, and he's black. So don't give me that we vote on race stuff, because we don't. Okay, it's okay for you not to vote on race, but but when it's somebody else, you want to think that, and that's just wrong. You guys need to cut that out. Okay, the fact of the matter is, Ronnie needs to cut into the demographic groups. He should be working on on trying to do that. Okay, so if he doesn't do that, then he's going to lose. And Marco Rubio is in Florida for a VP pick. I don't think, like right now, if he picked him, he wouldn't win with Marco Rubio. So just think about it. You guys can talk about it. All right.